You're swamped with cases. Your team's maxed out. You know you need help. But should you bring in someone permanently or use a contract-based or temporary legal staffing model? This decision could affect your firm's growth, profit margin, and stress level for years. Let's break down which legal staffing model is right for you, temporary, permanent, or a blend, and how to make that decision strategically. I'm Dave, COO of Legal Staffing Pros. We help law firms build flexible, profitable teams using a mix of vetted contract attorneys, virtual paralegals, and permanent hires when it makes sense. In this video, we'll help you understand the real difference between temporary and permanent staffing, avoid the hiring traps we see every week, learn when to use each model, and walk away with a staffing strategy that aligns with your actual caseload and goals, not just your gut feeling. So let's start by defining the option. What is temporary legal staffing? Temporary legal staffing means hiring a legal professional on demand, project-based, or short-term. You're not hiring them full-time. You're not adding them to payroll. You're not paying for downtime or office space. You use them when you need them. You scale down when you don't. These professionals may include contract attorneys, virtual paralegals, litigation support specialists, legal intake teams, trial prep assistants. They can work remotely or in person. Some firms use them for a single case. Others keep them on call for recurring needs. Think of it like Uber for legal work. You request what you need, who, when, how much, and they show up ready to go. So what is permanent legal staffing? Permanent staffing is the traditional model, hiring employees full-time or part-time. These are W-2 employees, part of your internal team, on salary, with benefits and insurance. They're managed day-to-day by your firm, and they're often trained internally, take part in culture building, and carry institutional knowledge. This model makes sense when you have predictable caseloads. You want that internal control. You're building a firm culture and a long-term team, and you need dedicated availability. However, it comes with payroll tax, insurance and benefits, management and obligations, and overhead like software, HR, and office setup. Permanent hiring is an investment, and it works when there's consistent, long-term work to support it. Here are situations where temporary legal staffing wins. First, an unpredictable workload. You go from quiet weeks to massive deadlines overnight. Hiring full-time staff for peaks you can't sustain, bad move. Temporary lets you flex with demand. Second, you need speed. We place attorneys in under 48 hours. No job postings, interviews, and onboarding delays. Number 3, case-specific expertise. You need someone with a RISA or cross-border M&A experience? You won't find that fast locally. Contract staffing lets you access nationwide talent. 4, budget awareness. You only pay for what's worked, hourly, no benefits, no overtime, and it's ideal for firms that prioritize profit per case. And lastly, trial or discovery crunch. Need a team for 4 weeks of doc review? A discovery sprint? Don't hire full-time for a 30-day problem. Here's a real client story. A 4-attorney litigation firm used our contract staffing team to manage a multi-jurisdictional discovery sprint. They staffed 3 contract attorneys, completed the project in 17 days, and billed $68,000 in net profit without increasing payroll by a penny. So permanent legal staffing is the right call when you have stable ongoing demand. This means you've got consistent monthly case volume, repeat clients, or a growing subscription model. You can predict the work. Also, you want deep institutional knowledge. Permanent staff can become internal experts in understanding your clients' systems and preferences better than any temp ever could. It's also the right call when culture and consistency matter. You're building a team culture. Mentorship, collaboration, and in-office synergy matter. A temp won't show up at a firm happy hour. It's also the right call when you need always-on availability. If you need someone who can jump on client calls or walk into court with you, permanent may make more sense. One example pertains to a mid-sized family law firm that we support, which converted a contract paralegal into a full-time employee after 6 months of consistent volume. They saw faster client response time, better retention, and kept the flexibility to still bring in temp support during trial crunches. So here's what no one talks about, but you need to know. Permanent hire risks, which pertain to attrition costs. Losing a full-time associate can cost 1.5 times their salary in downtime plus recruiting. Another is wrong hire risk. It's hard to unwind a bad hire. It has legal and financial exposure. There's also overhead drag, office space, software seats, tax, and payroll compliance. Here's some temp staffing watchouts. There's a lack of continuity. Temporary professionals typically need clear handoffs. There's also limited availability. You may lose access to a great great contractor if you delay re-engagement. Another watch-out is not client-facing by default. Choose contractors carefully if they'll speak with clients. The solution? Use both strategically. The smartest firms we support use hybrid staffing models. They build a lean core team, then expand and contract based on actual workload. Here's an example setup. 2 permanent attorneys, 1 full-time paralegal, 1 part-time virtual assistant, contract attorney support during trial months, 1 bilingual JD on call for Spanish-speaking clients. This model gives you maximum flexibility, reduced burnout, more scalable case intake, and improved profit per case. You're not choosing between stability and flexibility, you're building a staffing plan with both. So here's what each option looks like in dollars. So for a contract attorney, it's $70 to $150 per hour. A virtual paralegal, $30 to $50 per hour. And for a bilingual specialist, add 10 to 15%. But there's no benefits, no PTO, no employment tax, and it's flexible and project-based. As for permanent, for an associate attorney, the annual cost, i.e. the base plus benefits, is $120,000 to $200,000. A paralegal costs $65,000 to $95,000 plus, and an assistant or an administration admin is $50,000 to $70,000. Also, on top of that, add 25 to 30% in benefits plus compliance costs. So ask yourself, do we need help year-round or just now? Is our growth spiky or steady? Can we afford the time and the cost of full-time onboarding? Do we need subject matter expertise or general help? If you're unclear, start with temporary. It's lower risk, it's faster to deploy, and gives you data before you commit. And remember, converting a great contractor to full-time is always an option. You're not locked in. Staffing isn't just an HR decision, it's a business model. Temporary staffing gives you flexibility. Permanent hiring gives you consistency. And the best law firms, they use both strategically. At Legal Staffing Pros, we help you match the right model to the right role at the right time. Visit legalstaffingpros.com or click the link below to schedule a free consultation. We'll help you staff smart, stay profitable, and grow without growing over.